Hello,
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 hello.
hello.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Oh, it looks like my camera is also picking up sound, so let's go ahead and cancel that out. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Pa 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 ta ta ta. Pa 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 ta ta ta. Let's get this going. Let's test this out. Okay. Everything seems to be sounding good. Gooda, gooda, gooda. Alrighty. I don't think I really have a version where my face is big on this one, but I really should make another one. Let me see. Duplicate. Let's see. Let's do that. Oh no, I want my... No! If we did that and did... Obviously this won't be for like all the time. There we go. Damn it. And go boop. Haha. Hi everybody, it is me, Absinthe Raven. Welcome. Today I am doing some free tarot readings. Yay! So if you want to hop in and join the queue, come on over to my Twitch, !join, and you will be added to the queue to get a tarot reading. Now, I will say that I am only doing 2 cards a pull, unless you're asking for something specific like love, then that will be like 3 cards, but I don't really count the 3rd card because the 3rd card is the lover's card. But I'm doing 2 card readings. If you want a longer reading or are more interested in a longer reading, definitely head on over to my website, ravenscavetarot.com, and you can order, or not order, but purchase a reading from my online store, and I can do so virtually or in person if you're here in San Antonio. But yes, as you see here, I've got my camera set up. I think I fixed the color. We gotta do the nails. We gotta do the nails. Look at the nails. Now that one calls for the bigger screen. Nails. It's not wanting to focus on my nails. They're too shiny. There we... Damn it. Probably because the background is too interesting. I mean, yeah, there we go. I got that forest green and gold ready for that Yuletide season. Let me grab a drink. And Ramada, you need to get off that. There. That's not where you sit. All right, let us go ahead and start with some oracle cards. Now this is going to be a little bit different than how my normal streams go. As you can see, I am not facing the camera all the time, but I will kind of rotate it for now. So that way you can see a little bit more of me. I'm still a little bit more in the frame. There we go. So I've got some oracle cards out right now. If anyone's interested in an oracle card reading, or would like a card pull for them, go ahead and do !join. Until then, I will be reading for the collective. So when I read for the collective, this can be a message for anyone watching now or in the future. Alrighty. of my hair. Some of the cat's hair. The underworld. Ooh, what a beautiful card to pull. So for the collective, this beautiful card, look at that. Look at that gildedness, that gorgeousness, and also the sides of the cards are also gilded with that copper. The Underworld Oracle card comes forward as a way to remind us that sometimes we have to really look into the darkness, and we have to prepare ourselves to go to places that we don't want to, or that we would prefer, you know, to never step foot in. For some people, the underworld is a place of darkness and sadness and grief, but really the underworld should be looked at as a place of rest. And this is the reason I said it's beautiful, is because coming into the winter season, coming into Yuletide season, it is important for us to rest physically, spiritually, and mentally. This is also a beautiful time to turn inward, much like we do around Halloween, Dia de los Muertos, Samhain. We look back and we remember our ancestors and those that we love that have passed. Winter in general is a beautiful time to do that because the veil is still thin. Things are slowing down. Nature is either hibernating or ending its cycle. And so the underworld comes forward as a way to tell you that, you know, there's a cycle, things must come to an end. You need to take your rests, you need to calm down. And if you are lost, if you feel like you're at a point in your life where you're just confused about what to do, where to go, look to your ancestors for guidance, look to your guides for guidance, your angels, whoever it is that you work with or look to for answers. So yeah. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. All right, let's get this another shuffle. We have the Observer. Ooh. I feel like this is for someone specifically watching right now. The Observer. Now is the time to stop. You need to stop talking. You need to stop whatever you're doing. And you need to observe. Now is not the time for action. Now is not the time to, you know, bust down doors, mess with the bull, you get the horns kind of stuff. No, now is the time to observe and look at everything. Are you sure that you're making the right decisions? Are you sure you have all of the information at hand to make the decisions you need to make? If not, then definitely look to this card, the Observer, to sit back, look at everything, analyze everything, make sure that you are making a proper decision based off of the accurate information you are given. And note that information given to you can still be inaccurate. So with the Observer card, it's definitely telling you that you need to do the work. You need to go in and see what's going on for yourself before you make those final decisions. Hello to all the viewers that are popping in. If you are interested in a tarot reading or an oracle card reading, go ahead and type in the chat on Twitch, !join, and then you will be added to the queue, which is open. Give this another shuffle. Woo! Try that again. There we go. The Outlaw. Ooh, this one's a fun one. This card is telling you that it's time to break away from the pack. It's time to break away from tradition. And it's time to start putting yourself first. It's time to start doing the things that make you happy, even if it doesn't fit your family dynamic or your family's view or expectations of you. Hi Sarah, you are interested in a reading? Please make sure that you do !join in the chat. That way you join the queue. That way everyone has a chance to be able to get a reading. And the Outlaw card also is a great way to remind ourselves that we are wild. We, at our very core, our ancestors were nomads. Most of our ancestors, actually all of our ancestors, were nomads. We have a fire in us that sometimes can't be quelched in everyday life. So sometimes you need to go out into the woods and you need to go scream into the mountains or go frolic in the river, go hang out with the deer, go talk to the squirrels, you know, that kind of thing. So be an outlaw, but do it in a way that, you know, one, you're safe. Always be safe. Always let people know where you're going. At least people who you trust. All right, Miss Sarah, let us get to you. Did you want me to keep using this deck, or would you like me to pick another deck for you? And also, let me know that, you know, if you have a question, put it in the chat. If not, you just say you would like a general reading. Okay. Did you have a question or did you want a general reading today? I do like this deck. This is the Reds of Fate Oracle. General reading, I got you. All right, girl. So with this deck, we're going to look at it and see what messages it has for you for this week. Yeah? Yeah? You're God. I am proud for you. All right. Ooh, so for you, Sarah, we have the Sage and the Void. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. So the Sage is calling out as a message to let you know that it's time to focus on your spiritual side. It's time to do some healing. It's time to do some work. And this can be in the form of, you know, meditation, journaling, self-love, that kind of thing. You can definitely take this card. When I say spiritually, hi Tanya, I see you on YouTube. If you are interested in joining the queue, I need you to come on over to Twitch and join that way. This way I can make sure that I am getting everyone a reading. And right now I am currently doing a reading for Sarah. So the Sage card, like I said, comes forward. It's now the time to talk to really get to know yourself, get to know your spiritual side, what things fill you with light, what things don't. Also a good time to really start weeding out the people in your life that make your life harder for you on an emotional level or on a spiritual level. Okay, Tanya, so just please hold on. Let me finish this reading and I can try and get to you, okay? But shoot, I am so sorry, Sarah. Let me get back to my train of thought. So reconnecting, I'm also feeling a reconnecting because since the Void card is out, the Void card tells me that there are things that you're not wanting to deal with or work on yet. So coupled with the Sage card, this is showing me that it's time to do some shadow work. It is shadow work time. It's time to go into yourself. So like I said with the Sage, the journaling, you really need to dive into why you react the way you do to things. Why do you view things the way you do? You know, is it upbringing? Is it your own personal ideas? Your own personal likes and dislikes? Whoop, 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 whoop. I mean, it's definitely hard. I understand, especially around the holiday time. But I'm going to do a shameless plug here real quick for you, Sarah. And if you are interested, you can always send me a message on Discord or something. But I actually just released a shadow journal workbook on my website. If you are interested, I can send you the link. No pressure, but it's all, I will let you know, it's all focused around holidays. So Christmas, Thanksgiving, any kind of holiday you celebrate during the winter months that incorporates big family gatherings. So if that seems like something that you would be interested in, let me know, and I can put that link in here later. I can actually put that link in here for anyone. Hey Phantom Punk, nice to see you again. All right, so yeah, what we're getting here for you is it's time to turn inward, work on your spirituality. And when I say spirituality, of course, it doesn't have to be sacred, or you don't have to have a deity or a god or whatever. This can be your own mental well-being as well. Do some shadow work, do some journaling, do some, like, this is the time to definitely love yourself and work on yourself and accept yourself. The Void card also is telling us that you're going to be going through a lot of different layers soon as you are going through this journey. And as you get deeper and deeper into your core, you are going to probably be a little scared. It's going to feel like you're in the deep end, but it's okay, because this right here, this is where the magic happens. Once you understand this, the shadow and the light in your life and in your being, you are going to make amazing things happen for you. I hope that helps, Sarah. All right, so Miss Tanya, if you are still on the YouTube, in the YouTube chat, please sound off so I can do your reading before I get to Phantom Punk. Of course, you are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. And if you like, you can always stick around. As always, I will do readings for the collectives in between readings if no one's asking for them. And you never know, a collective reading may just be for you as well. Hi, Zira. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome. I am just waiting on Miss Tanya. All right, Miss Tanya. I'm not sure about the lagging, but I wasn't sure how long to wait for the YouTube people to respond. All right, Tanya, I'm gonna do this once, definitely. If you pop back in, you can get a reading. But if you want a reading, you gotta stay in the chat, y'all. Doesn't matter if it's YouTube or Twitch. I need y'all to stay in the chat. So that way you get your reading and I don't feel bad for accidentally skipping you. Thank you for the follow, Luby. Thank you, thank you. All right, beautiful. Now let's look at this. Miss Sarah, we just finished yours. Phantom Punk, you are up on deck. Would you like this deck, or would you like me to pick another deck for you? This deck is fine? Perfect. I'm very happy that this deck is getting some love today. All right, do you have is it just a general question today, or do you have a specific question? Yeah, of course. No, you're good. You're good. Thank you. Real quick, I'm gonna let y'all see what deck this is in case y'all are ever interested in getting it yourself. As you see, it's very well loved. This is the Threads of Fate Oracle Shadow Edition. Ooh. You can find the company's name is Threads of Fate. You can find them online, and I absolutely adore this deck. She's dark, but she's so sincere. All right, Phantom, let's see what we got coming your way. Ooh. Aha. All right, Phantom. I'll be going over these one at a time. Thank you. New nails. For Yule. Got them done literally yesterday, so they're still super duper sharp. If you see my hand right there, I stabbed myself. All right, so we've got the Alchemist coming up first. All right, Phantom, the Alchemist is beautiful. The Alchemist is top tier magic and science in the making. For you coming up with the Alchemist, this is showing me that you are going to have to make some changes. Your world is going to force you to change. And as always, you have a choice to not do it, or you have a choice to let the universe take you where you're supposed to go. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So coupled with the take risks, this is really nice. So this is validation. Whatever is coming up soon for you, you need to take that risk. That is a difficult question or to answer. As far as the changes that need to be made with the take risk, what I'm seeing here along with the Alchemist, if we want to look at it from like, let's break this down. The Alchemist is someone who embodies both magic and science. This is someone who understands the as above, so below, cause and effect. This is the idea of turning coal into gold. So think of it as you yourself are going to be changing and making changes, but you're not going to realize it because the world is putting that pressure and that magic on you that is going to transform you. And I say gold because of alchemy, but we all know when carbon is compressed and compressed and compressed and pushed down and heat and pressure and pushed, you get a diamond. You are being turned into a diamond, into gold, into your higher self. Yes, diamonds! And with that, you've got to start taking risks. You've got to start following your heart, following your intuition. Not sure if you're someone who ignores your intuition or just doesn't always listen to it. I am very guilty of not always listening to my intuition. And even my boyfriend will tell you my intuition is pretty spot on. But you've got to take risks in yourself. You've got to take risks in things that make you happy. Go after your dream. Take risks in manifesting. If you're scared to take a physical risk, start with a manifestation risk. Though really there's no risk in manifesting. Practice with that. As far as the alchemy goes, that will help as well. As you transform and as you are changing, your manifestations are going to change and the things you want in life are going to change. And as long as you keep that manifesting of your core values, your core desires, those will never change, but the universe will change everything to fit that for you. Yes, yes, yes. Keep it up. Keep that manifesting. Keep that manifesting. I tell my boyfriend every time I'm on Zillow, I am manifesting our house. And I'm not lying. I'm seriously not. I use Zillow as a tool for manifesting. I look at it, I'm like, this is the kind of house I want. And then I envision it. I'm like, this room would be our little one's room. This would be my craft room. This room would be our office kind of thing. So obviously, you know what? Go as crazy as you want. Why not? Our minds are the only thing that are limiting us. Yes! Yes! Viva Rigatoni! Thank you. Someone who understands. I love the name. Love the name. And I love the little icon you have. The raccoon. But I hope that helped. I hope that answered some questions and gave you a good general reading, Punk. Phantom Punk. I feel like your readings are always fun. Yay! All right, Sab. Hi, welcome. You cannot hear me on YouTube? I can hear myself on the YouTubes. You might just need to turn up your volume. You are so very welcome, Phantom. I hope it helps. And as always, I will be here for your general tarot reading needs. At some point, I'm gonna be doing a super fun, mean tarot reading thing where I just give very vague readings and I don't go into explanations. I always thought that'd be fun. But I think, oh, Lovey, you are next. You are on deck. If you are still here, it is your turn. Everybody tag Lovey so they can get their tarot reading general. Awesome, perfect. Do you want this deck or would you like me to pick a different deck for you? Just as a reminder, this is the deck I have. Different deck? All right. Let me go ahead and put this one up. And Sab, I see you on YouTube. I will get to you after Lovey. But I will ask you as far as your exams go, because I remember you came and asked about them before. Hopefully you did some studying. I'm thinking this deck for you. I have all the pretty shiny decks. All right, so let's do a general reading for you. And just so you know, Lovey, I am only pulling 2 cards. If you are interested in a longer, more detailed reading, I do offer readings on my website. Just so you are aware, I don't want you to feel disappointed or dismayed. And yes, viva la rigatoni! Thank you for joining the queue! Ooh. Ooh, interesting, interesting, interesting. And I realize that, like, my camera's kind of kind of at an angle. I apologize. All right, so for you, Lovey, we got the Magician and the Nine of Cups. So I will say the Magician usually comes forward as a way to remind us to it's time to go back to the basics. Not so much that we are forgetful or that we, you know, aren't doing good, but going back to the basics in the sense of building up what you are already good at or what you are already studying or doing. So the Magician is coming forward. I definitely see this in a way of like, hey, you're doing your thing, which is great, but take a moment and hey, Bad Gecko. Yes, there you go. Perfect. So definitely coming back. I'm not going to say to square one because it's not square one. It's like square 1.1a where you're there, but you're at a next level of learning or next level of understanding. Though with the Nine of Cups, I do feel a sense of you need to be careful. If you aren't, you have a tendency to be a know-it-all or very, you can come off as very arrogant or very know-it-all-ish. I'm not going to say that that's who you are as a person because I don't know you and I don't want to make those assumptions. But the cards are kind of saying, hey, you've got some more learning to do and that's okay. But just remember that you have to always keep learning. Never tell yourself that you're done learning. And then once you get to a point that you want to be at, it's okay to take a breath and take a moment and look around and see how far you've come. But don't get lazy and don't feel like that is the best and the most you will ever do or be. That's good. That is good. I am definitely of the opinion, and I'm okay with not knowing everything. But I know when I get excited about stuff and I talk about things, it can come off as seeming like I'm a know-it-all. In fact, my nickname in school for the longest time, people didn't know I knew this, was Hermione, because I was the kid in class. I was like, oh. And it's just because I get excited. So, with these two cards for you, Lovey, it's time to kind of summarize everything. It's time to kind of review everything. Look into yourself spiritually, because the Magician is everything. It's spiritual, it's physical, it's mental, it's emotional, because he represents everything. So that's why I say it's time to take a look into yourself on your journey, where you're headed, where you want to go, and then take your knowledge, carry it with pride. Obviously, share it with those who want the knowledge shared with them. But I also see this as my favorite thing about cups is the fact that, you know, they're versatile. Obviously, they can be filled up, poured back out, filled up, poured back out. But cups can also be used as vases. They can be used as bowls. They can be used as chalices for churches. So anything spiritual or physical as well. But definitely in the sense of, like I said, going back to the basics, kind of reviewing everything, and then just being careful about the company you keep. Because if you say you're not a know-it-all, but the cards are coming forward and saying that you have a tendency to appear that way, that could be due to the people that you are surrounding yourself with. But yeah, that seemed like a little chaotic for me, for my typical readings, but I feel like that's pretty much the message here. And what's also cool is I'm looking is this guy looks like a younger version of this guy almost. I love cards. Hopefully that helped, Lovey. and I'll be doing more free tarot readings like throughout the months moving forward. Whoop. Okay, so that was you, Lovey. All right, Viva la Rigatoni, you're going to be after Sab. Hello, Miss C, welcome. All right, Sab, I'm gonna do a reading for you. But I just want to know if you're, well, before I do this reading for you, can you please confirm that you are still in the chat of the YouTubes? And if I don't hear back from you soon, then we will move on to Viva la Rigatoni. So prep your question, prep your mind. And anyone else who wants to join in and get a tarot reading, go ahead and hop onto Twitch, !join. And then after Viva la Rigatoni, it's going to be Bat Gecko. Sab, if you are perfect. I see your message has come through. All right, doing your reading now. And as I'm doing this, you don't have to answer me, but I do remember the last time you asked for a reading, you were talking about your exams, and the reading I did for you basically was like, you were going to reap what you sow. You're going to put whatever you put into this exam is what you're going to get out of it. You are more than welcome, Lovey. You are very, very more than welcome. Oh, okay. Well, as you guys saw, I shuffled and these two cards specifically flew out. I don't typically do flyers, but I was shuffling normally. These two popped out for you, Sab. So I see 4 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles is working on your craft. It's improving your skill, putting in the work, and things like that. The 4 of Cups can be a little interesting, and it doesn't, I mean, the cards don't change their meaning, but they can be influenced on the other cards around them and based on the situation. The 4 of Cups is kind of showing me a more carefree emotion about it, as if there's nothing to worry about. But then with the 8 of Pentacles right next to it, it gives the juxtaposition of procrastination and then like you having to work your ass off because you were late or something. A part of me, like, this is the hard part as a reader. I never want to... Wait, is my sound even synced? It doesn't look like my mouth is. It could also just be me. My thing might just be a little weird. Properties. Okay. Filters. Nope, I don't think that was it. I thought it was properties, but I don't think. I'm gonna look at this real quick to see if I just want to make sure that my words are flowing with my mouth. Okay, it is. It's just OBS being weird. Okay. It's okay. Thank you. So, for Sab, I'm seeing a, thank you, Viva. It seems here that there might have been, an air of not being as worried. So, in regards to, with this being in regards to your exam, I see this as a way of like, you know what? At the end of the day, Like, you have improved, you have excelled, but again, if you're not putting in the work, you're not going to get the results you want. And I feel like this message just keeps hitting me in the back of the head, and I don't know if it's just for you, Sab. It could be for someone else watching that's going through a similar situation, but you can't do nothing and expect to succeed. So if you go into a test with the mindset of, oh, I didn't have to study, oh, this is fine, like, whatever, then that's just gonna be your downfall. Your hubris is your downfall in that situation. But I do want to believe that with these cards, I don't know if it is a positive outlook for your board exam, unfortunately. But I don't think it's like so terrible. It just may not be what you wanted because you didn't put in that extra 5% of work. Miss C, yes, you may, after Bat Gecko. So please stay in the chat. All right, viva la rigatoni! Viva la rigatoni! It is your turn. Sorry, your screen name is so singable that I have to. It's just like if someone walked into this chat with a mustard name, I would be screaming mustard. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You just, do you want me to keep using this deck for you, Viva, or would you like a different? An impasta. You are very welcome, Sab. I hope it helps. That gecko at it with the dad jokes. Okay. I will pick a different one for you. Boop, 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 boop. I do have another deck calling for you, I feel like. It was calling earlier to come out, but I was like, you know what? Let's wait on you. This deck is the Citadel deck. You want a love reading? Okay, then I'm gonna have to use a different deck because it's in an Oracle deck, but that is okay. I'll still pull this deck out later and do some Oracle readings for peoples. Love reading, love reading, love reading. Love reading with the manga tarot. I keep all of my guidebooks still. Alrighty, Viva. The way I do my tarot readings, or for my love readings, are a little different. And it's honestly something I saw someone else do, and I was like, no, I gotta try that. There's no way that would work. And not in like a how could they skeptical thing, more like a scientific mind of, ooh, I've got to try this. I've got to try reading it this way. This deck is super gorgeous as well. For all of my anime fans. So we shuffled it a couple of times. I'm going to shuffle it again. This time, Viva, if you could, do me a favor. I want you to think about the type of love you want. Not a person, not a name. I want you to imagine the type of love you receive every day. I want you to imagine what type of love you receive on your worst days. Don't think about a singular person. Think more of them as a blob of emotion. All right, and so as you're thinking about that, Viva, I am going to go through my deck. Lovers was on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the top. Okay. The lovers go up there. So I see here we have the 8 of Swords reversed and the Queen of Coins reversed. So what this is showing me as far as a like love reading goes is this is showing me that you are beautifully working through your shit. You are working through your trauma, and it's hard. You have a lot of things you are dealing with. You have a lot of burdens, a lot of baggage that you are sifting through, looking through, trying to figure out what do I need to hold on to so this doesn't happen to me again versus what can I get rid of so I can be a better person and be a better version of myself. I'm definitely seeing here that in the past, when it has come to love, it has hurt a lot, but whether or not you've seen it, there has always been an important lesson there, an underlying message. And I feel like you have started to see that recently, hence the swords, the 8 of Swords being reversed, showing that you are working through things. Hi, Caitlin. Welcome. Okay. Have a great evening, Bat Gecko. Thank you for joining us. I'll reach out to you and we can get that reading for you some other time, okay? Okay. So, yeah, seeing lots of emotional damage. But you are working through your shit. You are working through it, Viva. I am very proud of you. And I can feel right now like how heavy it must have been for you recently. And how heavy it must still feel now. But it's going to work out in the end. It's going to. The Queen of Coins shows up reversed. This is a little... I kind of feel like it's a warning or a little like, hey, keep this in mind. Coins usually represent materialistic things. Be careful of future partners who are very materialistic, who are wanting materialistic things from you. Now, I will say this is not just, you know, buy me this, buy me that, pay for dinner, pay for my gas kind of thing. This can also be someone who expects you to do things for them. They expect you to be ready when they are. They expect you to be like, to want to be intimate when they are. There's someone who takes and takes and takes physical things. So do be careful of that. I don't know if that's the type of person you tend to attract. And if so, it's probably due to the fact that you are a naturally nurturing person who wants to take care of people that you love and care about. And I don't know you, Viva, but I love you for that because my boyfriend is the same way. He has unfortunately had people in the past that have just like used and abused him because all he wants to do is help people and be nice to people. And I'm definitely getting that vibe from you. So just keep in mind that if someone is asking more of you than they give, it's time to cut that shit and go. You know, in the words of Queen Bee, to the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. I hope that helps. Alrighty, and Bat Gecko left for the evening. Miss C. You are very welcome, Viva. You are so very welcome. Yay! Hi, Sierra. I'm doing well. Miss C, it is your turn. Oh no! That was sloppy shuffling. Sierra, you may ask a question after Miss C if she is still in the chat. Beautiful. All right, Miss C, if you have thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Thank you. I try to make immaculate vibes. Okay, so I'm going to clarify some things for you real quick, Miss C. As a tarot reader, there are certain things that I can divulge. I cannot divulge conversations. That is not in my wheelhouse of abilities. And honestly, this seems like a matter that is more, you need to take it up with HR. But what I can do for you, let me see here, is I can just do a general reading for you to see what you need to focus on, what you need to worry about or avoid. And if that's okay, I will continue with that reading. But I am not comfortable, nor am I the type of reader to talk about or try and do readings for other people's conversations. Especially with no offense, like I don't know the whole story, and it could be as easy as I don't like this person, so I want you to figure out some dirt on them kind of thing. Not saying that that's what you're trying to do. But if a general general reading for you, perfect. Let's look in to see what is important for you to be focusing on right now. Any warnings or any obstacles coming your way, any blessings coming your way. Let's check it out. Miss C, let's see what the cards have for you. Let's see, Miss C, what the cards want to tell you. Okay. Ooh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, Missy, you ain't even got a fucking thing to worry about. Like, seriously, we got the Page of Swords here and we got the Six of Coins. Honey, you are set. Literally, do not worry about those two people that you mentioned in the chat because they are peasants. They are nothing for you to be worried about. You have the Page of Swords here. You have the fucking knowledge. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to focus on. You know where you're going. So just focus on that. Put on those blinders. I know the chisme can be so good sometimes, and the gossip and the tea, it's so great. But I feel like with these two, oh, thank you, Miss C. I feel like with these two people, it's time to just forget about them. Drop them. They're not your problem. I will say though, if they do cause you issues, if they do cause you literal problems in your workplace, you need to go to HR and get that shit sorted because that is not acceptable and you do not deserve to work in that kind of environment. Because with the Six of Coins, honey, you are living, you are going, you are moving, you are growing. The Six of Coins, as you see here, we have a beautiful balance. Look at that. So perfect. So absolutely perfect. Things are lining up for you. Things are falling in place for you, honey. Just trust in the universe. Trust in your guides. Trust in your guardians. You got this on lock. You are so very welcome, Miss C. You are more than welcome to come back anytime for any more readings. All right, who was next? Sierra Metzger. Y'all are the best. I thank you guys. Y'all are just hyping me up in the chat, and I love it. Oh, hi! You are so very welcome. I appreciate you for joining me tonight and choosing me to give you a reading. All right. I think it is time. All right, Miss Sierra. What would happen? Let's see. What would happen? Okay, I can definitely do a reading for that. While I am doing this reading, Sierra, what I need from you is to clear your mind. I need you to focus on how this person's actions have made you feel. I want you to meditate and evaluate and look at everything they have said or done that have made you feel small, that has made you come to this point of asking this question. I just realized that Sierra sent me cute little Grim Reaper emojis. I love them. Thank you. Because I'm still gonna pull for you, but let me tell you, Sierra. Men ain't shit. Even as friends. My boyfriend will even agree to men ain't shit. But let's see what the cards have for you. I'll probably say it a little bit nicer. Damn, all right, you got two kings, honey. Two kings. You got the King of Swords reversed and the King of Cups. It is time to dump his ass. It is time to delete him from your life. Cut that boy off. Seriously. King of Swords in reverse. This is a... Whenever the King of Swords comes up for me in general, I look at it as a sense of, okay, how is this relationship going? Where is it headed? With the King of Swords reversed, yeah, it's time. It's time to drop him, honey. And before you even said what you said in your chat with the King of Cups here, this is showing me that you have literal kings in your life that care about you. I am not seeing this so much as romantic, but they care about you and they care about your well-being, and they are your friends that fill your cup. They are the friends that support you. They are the ones that are there when you're sad and upset and pissed off at the world and pissed off at this person who has been ignoring you and treating you like shit. So yes, the card said what I did, but nicer. But hopefully that helped and gave you some clarification and validation, since it seems like you already kind of feel like that's where this friendship needs to go. I love this deck. It's so cute. I don't use it enough. I just have to be careful with this deck because it will get me in trouble with people because of the way the messages come out. They're not always very nice, very sassy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, yeah, no, honey, you are dealing with health issues. If he's making that shit work, cut him off. From one chronically ill person to another, no, you don't need that. That's not the type of energy we're having here, nor is it the type of energy that we are supporting. Fuck that shit. But you know what? In the most southern way possible, bless his heart. And you are so very welcome, Sierra. If you guys are enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the reading, please feel free to give me a follow on the Twitches or the YouTubes, whichever you're watching me on. Along with tarot, I also do regular streamings. All right, so now we're gonna bring out the Citadel cards. Let's look at these babies. So fun fact, this is an Oracle card deck. but it can also be used for the D's and D's and any RPG, tabletop RPG game. So if you like the D's and D's. And also look how cool these cards are. Like that shape, that is unique. So let us do some general readings for the collective. Okay. Ooh. Catherine, yes, of course. Please feel free. But just real quick, the painter and the diviner. Look how beautiful these cards are. Create and inspire. But yeah, feel free to ask Catherine. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna use these cards for you. Unless you're asking for like a love reading. Vibin. All right. Does this person care that you have ended a relationship? Y'all get ready for some more cool tarot cards. I hope y'all like Disney. And Datney. Alright. So does this person care that you have ended the relationship? Let us find out. I see a fluffy tail. There's my Freya. All right, so I see the Three of Wands and the Knight of Cups both reversed for you. So this is showing me that there is some hesitation in the acceptance. There is some questioning, more than likely wondering why or how this happened, or, you know, how could this have happened? But that's what I don't know. I feel like care. I don't know if he cares, but at this point it looks like he's evaluating and looking at things. And my saturation is still fucked up. Configure video. I was like, this is super green, but you can't tell how green it is. That'll have to work. So yeah, so with these two, it's more of the trying to figure out why it ended, looking back and reevaluating, rehashing everything that happened between y'all. Hopefully that helped. All right, now let's see what we have for the collective. You are very welcome, Kathleen. I hope you have a great day, and I hope that helped you, give you some insight. Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Coins for the collective. This is for someone watching this now or in the future. If this message resonates with you, great. If not, don't worry about it. So the Ace of Cups, we've got some beautiful opportunities coming someone's way. Something that's going to make them like feel joy again. Feel like you're yourself. But you have to be careful. Be mindful that you don't let it control your life. That you don't get burnt out again. Give yourself some time to get back into whatever this passion project is. Sierra, sure, you can ask another question. Okay. So I say this with the most understanding as possible. I love doing tarot reading, but you can't go to tarot cards for every little thing. I mean, I already did a reading for you explaining what would happen if you ended the friendship with him. You don't need to know what he thinks about. You don't need to know what he's feeling because you are cutting him off. You are ending things with him. You don't need to know what is going on, because if you do know, you're going to feel tied to him still, and you're going to feel empathy or sympathy and want to still have him in your life as a friend. And again, not trying to be rude or come off harsh, but that's just one of those things that I have learned as a tarot reader and just as an adult. And hey, B. Jones, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, that is fine. And you don't need to put names of people in the chat, y'all, especially for their privacy. I'm doing well. How are you, BJ? Now you guys can see me in my comically huge. That is good to hear. That is good to hear. Hopefully you have had a good weekend, BJ. Second, if I start my ASMR cooking channel. Okay, that I can do. All right, so for you, I'm going to do something very similar to a love reading. I'm going to shuffle my deck, and I'm going to look for the Ace of Coins. And then I'm going to look at the two cards surrounding the Ace of Coins. And we're going to, with those two cards, determine what either the outcome is, a message, a warning, or a little, just a little tidbit, maybe a little sneak into the future. Let's see. Why not? There is nothing wrong with being 30, my dude. 30, flirty, and thriving. Dude, in all honesty, like, before I was 30, I was a little nervous about it. Because I was like, I mean, growing up on TV shows and movies, we're like force-fed this idea that being 30 is the end of our life. Like at 30, we're old and decrepit and we can't do anything. But let me tell you something. I turned 30 and I feel like I've gotten cuter. I feel like I've gone through like another glow up or something. Because I definitely feel like 30 is prime. So I say that with joy. Be happy you're turning 30. Enjoy it. I feel old too. Believe me. Like, people listening to a song, Skibbity Toilet, like, what is that? What? I remember, I mean, I was the kid that listened to, do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like pancakes. Do, can't wait to get them out. Waffles! Yeah, that's, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too weirded out by it. All right, Miss Sierra, I am ready to go searching for your card. All right, we are looking, let me pull my... We are looking for the Ace of Coins. Ace of Wands. Looking for the Ace of Coins. All right. All right, so what I am seeing here, I'm gonna flip this around because it doesn't matter if it's reversed or not, but since this is our focus card, I'm putting it right side up. We have Temperance reversed and we have the Six of Wands reversed. So you need to be careful, Sierra. What these cards are showing me is it's nothing bad. This is definitely a warning of you need to have patience. You're going to start off this beautiful journey and you're going to feel so just invigorated that you're going to go, 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 go. And then you're going to burn the fuck out and stop doing everything. So this is coming as a warning of, hey, you know, this journey is going to be exciting. It's going to be good for you, but you need to take your time with it, develop it, grow it, nurture it. And then once you do, you're going to have a lot of beautiful things rushing at you in the sense of blessings, opportunities. But we've got to start here with the patience, because right now with this being inverted, it's showing me that you have no patience. You are excited and you just want to hit the ground running, which is fine. I mean, that's what I wanted to do, and that's kind of what I did with my business. So if you need to hit the ground running, hit the ground running. But at the end of every day, find time to be grateful and thankful for every viewer, for every comment, for every like, for every share. I know I do, and regardless of how big or how little it is, the next day I feel like I am, you know, continuing on an upward trajectory. That's understandable. You've got to just take it slow. One baby step at a time. Make sure you're doing your research, looking at other people's videos. I know sometimes that can be a sticky situation of people not wanting to copy or recreate what other people do. And that's good. You shouldn't want to do that. But it's great for inspiration and great to understand how and where people like get their ideas from. A beautiful example. I do tarot, but I'm also a game streamer. A gaming streamer, and I sit here during work and I'll have streams on in the background watching people play games, interacting with people, interacting with communities, because it's important for me to learn from other people and to see maybe if there's something that I like about their setup, I can try it on mine, and if it works, great, and if not, at least I tried it, you know? So I take that and give that knowledge to you in the sense of take your time, do your research. Don't feel rushed or pressured into this. If you feel like you need to take a step back and rest, do it. you absolutely will need to. Hopefully that helped. Hi, Deep. Just so you know, in the future, next time you come back onto my streams, if you currently see or hear me doing a reading for someone, please do not post questions. And I mean, this goes for anyone and everyone. Please don't just jump in and post your questions while I'm doing a reading for someone. It's very distracting, and it can, you know, cause me to lose my train of thought while I'm doing a reading for someone. But since I am done with my reading, Deep, yes, I can do your reading now. Who is the person from my past that wants to reestablish contact with me? Well, let us see. I cannot promise you that the cards will exactly tell me who they are. I could get a general idea of who they are. But let us see. Well, first off, before I do this, Deep, I need to know if you're still in this chat, because if not, then I'm not going to do this reading. Perfect. You are here. I see you. No, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to let you know and kind of just let everybody else know. Just all about being kind and considerate. I mean, you wouldn't start asking your teacher questions in the middle of them trying to explain something. All right. Ooh, so while I am shuffling, Deep, I would like you to kind of focus on, you know, why you're asking this. Have there been signs? You know, are you wanting to get back in contact with them? Is that why you're asking? Let's see. And by the past, do you mean in this present life? Do you mean in a past life? If you don't know, that's fine. But that just helps me hone in a little bit more on what the cards are saying. In this present life. Okay, perfect. Thank you. We are looking and asking. Oh, that's funny. Six of Wands, Four of Coins. I'm seeing a person who expected a lot of you. Someone who expected you to be something different than you are. Something they thought was a better version of yourself, but is not. But also someone that, with the coins here and the wands, I'm getting the sense of someone, a moocher of sorts, someone who just used you, wanted your attention, wanted your money, wanted your food, your affection, your time. I unfortunately cannot tell from these two cards right now, based on the energy, who it is. But just know that these are the traits that are coming through. Someone who expected too much and didn't really even do anything to help you about it, but kept throwing things your way. And then we have someone who, the same person, who is very materialistic, was very, like, needy, and in the sense of, like, suffocation needy. Hopefully that helps. I know that wasn't a lot, but if you're interested in a deeper reading or a longer reading or reading with more cards, please feel free to send, you know, you can donate to my Cash App or my PayPal. That's listed down over there. or you can purchase a reading from me on my website. But I will say, based on like the vagueness of the cards that I pulled, it seems like this person has protection, has guides that, and they don't want you to realize, or they don't want you to know, kind of thing. Alrighty, I've got time for maybe a handful more readings if anyone would like a reading. If not, I will switch to doing readings for the collective until someone asks for one. If you guys are enjoying the stream, if you are enjoying the tarot readings tonight, please be kind, if you'd so like, and give me a follow, subscribe to me on YouTube, share my video with friends, and, you know, just hang out and vibe with me. The vibes are completely different, but also not different when I'm gaming. The vibes are like just as chaotic, but I get like hyper fixated on stuff in the games. And that's fun. You're very welcome, Deep. I hope you have a great evening and a wonderful week. And a wonderful rest of 2024. If I don't see you before 2025. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. What was it? Yesterday I was playing Palia and I was waiting for Hot Pot to start, so I just started pulling random Oracle cards while I was playing. That was fun. I was like, okay, Oracle cards for the collective. Ooh. We have the 8 of Coins and the 7 of Swords for someone watching either now or in the future. Right now, things are going pretty damn good for you. You are like enjoying the lion's share of things. But you need to be careful. There are some things that you are not really dealing with under the surface. You're letting things kind of fester and wait. You know what happens to a festering wound? It's gangrene. What happens when a body part gets gangrene? You have to cut it off or you die. The message I'm getting here is definitely, yeah, things are going good right now. But while things are going good, this is the time you should be trying to heal and work through your traumas and work out through your issues and find solutions to your own, you know, personal issues or your emotional turmoil. Go to therapy. Go to therapy. Yeah. Sometimes my readings are like that. I get the spiritual word vomit. I love this deck. By the way, this is the Disney's Villain deck, for anyone wondering. Ooh! Someone watching, we've got lots of opportunities coming your way. We've got lots of things happening, a lot of activity, and a reminder that you need to, are you a medium? I can't like directly contact them. I have to have a medium like tarot cards. But I am not offering that tonight. That is a paid service only. because it takes a lot of energy from me, and it definitely should be more of a private reading than a public one. But Just Darkness, I see you have joined the queue. It's just you on the queue, by the way. So if you would like to ask a question, please feel free to do so. Or if you don't want to type your question in, you can definitely just say you want a general reading. It's totally up to you. And Deep, you can after Just Darkness. Like I said, I keep all my guidebooks. They're always important. You never know. You want a detailed general love reading. Well, Just Darkness, if you want a detailed reading, you will need to buy one from my website. I am doing just simple readings for people. I can do a love reading for you, and I can do a 2-card love reading for you. Don't know how detailed it's going to be. Just depends on the 2 cards. If that's all right, then I will proceed. If not, you are more than welcome to buy a reading from my website, or you can send a donation to one of the 2 links down there, and a minimum of $2, and then I will do a more detailed reading for you. Okay. But on that note, y'all's donations do help me be able to do these more often and are always greatly appreciated. Okay, deck. Do you not want to be used right now? Alright, apparently this deck doesn't want to do a reading right now, so I'm going to pick it up and pick another deck, so give me a moment. I've never really had a deck do that, so I'm taking that as a sign. Okay, my dear, you're going back in. I'm sorry. Alright, we'll pull this deck back out. This one seemed to be doing good for everybody. Alright, the Ethereal Visions deck. So, love reading, let's go. All right, that felt like a good one. So now we're going to flip these over and we're going to look for the Lover's card. Beautiful. And the cards around it. So we have the Page of Cups, we have the Lovers, and the Queen of Cups. I'm honestly just getting a lot of good vibes from this. I am seeing you coming into your own power. You realizing that, you know, you have the ability to make yourself happy. You have the ability to please yourself, to do things by yourself and with yourself, which is beautiful. And then the Page of Cups here showing that you are kind of relearning who you are and relearning what you enjoy. And take this, the Page of Cups, as a notice of now it's time to start thinking about the type of love you want, not who you want to be with or, you know, when you want to be with them, but the type of love you deserve, the type of love that you want, the type of love that is healthy, that nurtures you and helps you grow. But with both of these cups being here, the water element is very present. Very, very present. I'm feeling lots of blue. I mean, not even feeling. Well, that's good. Then just keep focusing on that. But there also, don't be surprised if things change. Much like water, you can't control it. It's a force on and of its own, and just sometimes you got to go with the flow. I'm feeling. But yeah, so for your love reading, for your general love reading, this is all very good signs. Everything is pointing towards the love you want coming to you. I can't say when or how or if, since I'm only doing these 2 cards, but with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords, it's showing, since Page of Swords is one of the lower cards in the court, I usually do connect it to another, like starting another journey, or the continuation of another journey, or a new chapter. So I definitely feel like there will be a new chapter in your love life this coming year. I'm very excited because good things. I'm feeling all good vibes, good warm vibes. And fun, very playful vibes too. Hopefully that helped you, Just Darkness. Deep, it is your turn. If you are still here in the chat. If you are still here, okay. What guidance advice do you have for me at work this week? Okay. Woo. Perfect deck too. This deck here loves talking about work and career. Don't know why. It just does. This week, Deep, this week is going to be beautiful. It's going to be prosperous. You are going to have a very good week. And I also feel like this good week is going to bleed in over to your artistic side or your creative side. Your good week may actually influence something creative in you. I also feel like as far as guidance goes this week, definitely, keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the great work that you are doing. Definitely make sure that you are taking care of yourself as well. Don't put all of your eggs into one basket, and don't spend all of your energy at work. Come home, take time, make sure you're doing things that make you happy as well. Because I see success in you just knocking it out of the park here. And at home, it's time to just remind yourself that you can relax and unwind and be creative. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hopefully this helped. A little tablecloth is all cattywampus. Yeah. So hopefully that helps. Obviously, like I said, keep doing what you're doing. Keep that A game going. But also bring that A game home. Bring that A game home to yourself and your creativeness. Yeah, no burnout. You need a balance. Work-life balance, y'all. Work-life balance. You are more than welcome, by the way, Deep. I hope you have a wonderful week. Alrighty. Let's try and get a couple more readings in. All right. Queen of Cups coming back. Ooh, someone is working hard, but they're not feeling like they are they're not seen or they're not appreciated. Know that the universe sees your hard work. Know the universe sees your hustle, your grind. It sees you putting in the effort. And it's letting you know that it's all for something. All of your hard work isn't going to waste. The universe has prepared a glorious thing for you. This Queen of Cups, that is what it is. You are going to go up. You are moving up in life. You are transitioning. You are moving from feeling like no one sees you, no one recognizes what you do, how you help, into a position of power, of nurturing, into a position where you can lead others and help others. So hold on to what you're doing. It will work out. It is going to pay off. You just have to keep going. You need to always take breaks. Make sure you have an outlet, creative or otherwise, to help you with stressors and things like that in life, so you can achieve this Queen of Cups. Let us. Ooh. This music I chose is nice. I likes it. All right. Ooh, my finger almost got locked up there. Do you guys ever have like joints on your fingers that just lock up? Because like this one likes to get locked and it's hard for me to bend it. I get that way with my pinky too. I don't need to be getting arthritis in my hands. Ooh, alrighty. Reading for someone watching now or in the future. We have the Lovers and we have the Ace of Swords turned upside down. It's time to talk to your partner about what's been hurting you. It's time to start healing together. The beautiful thing about, and one of my favorite things about this card in this deck, specifically this version, usually the Ace of Swords is being held by the hilt. And this one, you see the hand deliberately holding the blade of the sword. this is showing that you are causing your own pain by not acknowledging your pain, by not dealing with it, by not working through it, and, you know, coming to a solution or a resolution. So for whoever this is, if you feel like things haven't been going super great with your partner lately, go talk to them seriously. Just go give them a hug. You know, go tell them you still love them and you still care about them, regardless of what's going on. I mean, I can't tell you how many countless times, like, if the boyfriend and I get into an argument or a disagreement, it doesn't matter what it's over. He always makes sure that I know he loves me. No matter what the disagreement is about, he always makes sure that I know that I am still loved in our disagreement. And it feels like that is what this situation needs right now. There was an issue, maybe made a joke, or at your expense kind of thing. Talk about it and, you know, explain why it hurt you. Explain why you feel the way you feel. Explain why that triggered your response. And come back together and work on it together, because as a couple, that is what you're supposed to do. A lot of people like to think that being a couple is easy. You find the person you want to be with and bada bing, bada boom. No. Fairy tales have kind of fucked us over on that. But if you really, happy endings are 100% achievable. You just have to work at it. And what I'm seeing here is avoidance. And that needs to stop. If you want the relationship to work, stop avoiding. Be direct. Be honest. And be honest with yourself, most importantly. Because I'm feeling a lot of this is self-inflicted. A lot of this is you not speaking up. You letting the other person walk all over you. You know, dealing with the aftermath of something, even though you know it's not going to be good, and you say it's not going to be good, but you still go through with it. Like, come on. At some point, you have to stop the cycle. You have to step in and say enough is enough. Boop. All right, and I think that is going to be it for me for tonight, unless anyone wants another reading before I log off, because I got work in the morning. Anybody wants a reading before I log off? Readings going once. Readings going twice. All right, y'all. That is gonna be it. We'll leave that there for whoever needs it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. This was fun. This was a blast. I felt the love. I felt the vibes. Thank you, everyone who joined me. Thank you for everyone that was in the chat. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I am logging off for now. Please feel free to join me tomorrow for a regular gaming stream of A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. A game in which I have to be super duper literally quiet. Next free tarot reading, TBD. Follow me on Instagram, oh, my camera's flipped. That side, follow those links there. I post when I'm going to be doing my free live tarot readings. I post when I have sales going on, because I also make candles. And now I have a Gale inspired candle, a Halcyon inspired candle, and is that it? Gale and Halson? Yeah. I'm trying to make an Astarian one, but I need more red dye. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the vibes. And I hope that we can keep these good vibes going for anyone and everyone out there. Until then, I hope you guys will join me tomorrow. If not, that is totally fine. I'll see y'all next time. And have a absolutely spectacular, wonderful, magical week. Bye.